All right, everybody, welcome to the Man Hour. It's your boy Cranston Murphy and
Fred here on the Man Hour.
Fred here on the Man Hour. Now we got Fred calling in from Chicago, and I'm based out here in Little Rock, Arkansas. Today on the Man Hour, we're going to talk about shit that men talk about. We're going to talk about sports. We're going to talk about women. We're going to talk about cars. We're going to talk about whatever the fuck we want to talk about because this is our show, the show of the men. Fred, what you got to say?
Oh, shit, I'm just glad to... Oh, my fault.
You on a podcast, you can cuss.
Shit, I'm glad to be here on the Man Hour. Glad to have this format to be able to voice, some of my thoughts, and just interact with men who have similar thoughts, and we can, go back and forth and collaborate on, and basically just share our opinions, just be able to let our symbolic hair down.
Damn. And it's funny that we're going to let our symbolic hair down because that nigga bald and so am I. This show,
it's symbolic.
It's symbolic as fuck. I used to have hair like 20 years ago. Hey, when did you start losing your hair?
I first noticed that I was losing mine at I swear I was probably like 21. I was 21 when I had a thought because it was like my hair, certain parts of my hair, it's very at the top. It seemed
that crown
to me a little thinner.
Yeah. Even
though it wasn't, thin like that, but it seemed like it when I ran that comb through it. And I knew at 24, 25 that I was going to open up the sunroof because it was starting to really thin. Even though if I cut it down low, I can, I can escape it a little bit. I can hide it, but
right.
I knew at 24, 25 that I was going to have the Caesar crown. Or, because my sunroof was opening up.
The sunroof was opening up, or your moon roof. And I see with me, I'm gonna tell you, I had braids, right? And it was in June. I remember. I think it was maybe about 2003, 2004. I had braids in my hair, and I took the motherfuckers down, and I was going outside to go mow the lawn. In Chicago, everybody. I used to live right off of Kedzie. So I go out there to mow the lawn, and my fucking, how when you take your hair down and be all crinkly or whatever like that, if you got braids, well, it got on my face, and that shit pissed me off. I got real upset, I was angry because it was 95. My grandma wanted me to mow the lawn, talking about mow it early, and it won't be as hot. It was hot as hell at 9 o'clock that morning.
She right about that. That sun won't be as hot, so.
Yeah, but humidity don't give a fuck about the sun. But anyway.
Oh, yeah, humidity. Yeah.
Right, so I'm sitting over here angry, so I went downstairs, and I cut my hair. I lowered it and shit. Man, I must have went back to try to line it up or some shit like that, and I noticed that my shit was receding like I lost a war. I'm like, God damn. And I was 21, 22. I'm like, fuck, we losing the war. It was at that moment I started realizing. Then I would take pictures and shit, for you young motherfuckers out here, we used to have, first off, we had regular cell phones, okay? And they was just regular cell phones. Only thing you could do on them was fucking make calls and shit. You couldn't text, you couldn't do nothing. Then they came out with camera phones. Fred, did you have a camera phone?
Yeah, I had a camera phone. Actually, my first phone had a camera on it.
Damn.
It was a separate piece that you had to click. You had to add to the phone.
There you go. It was a separate piece.
It was a what was it? T-Mobile. But my phone was Sony. It was made by Sony.
Damn. Do Sony still make phone like a Sony Ericsson? I remember them.
I don't think they. I'm not sure.
I remember my first phone was that big ass brick. It was like a Nokia 918 or some shit. For you young people out there, Google Nokia 918. You're gonna be like, why would I want this? But man, I'm telling you, you thought you was the shit back then. You used to pay for minutes. It'd be like $25 for 50 minutes. Calls used to be short.
For 50 minutes, you call 1 minute, they charge you 3.
Exactly. Hey.
For 1 minute, they charge you 3.
And if you call on a cell phone, boy, that motherfucking call was important. Shit, you call me, you better be the president or some shit for real. Don't call me, just be some random broad.
Yeah, come outside. I'm downstairs.
Exactly, bitch. Hey, you motherfucking call me and you a broad. You better call the house phone, nigga. Motherfuckers used to have that house phone going, boy.
Leave a message with somebody.
Who gonna check a message? I wasn't checking shit. For real.
Well, everybody had no answer machine. You had to leave it with whoever answered that phone.
Bro.
When you come in, they'll just be like, Ron called you. Shit.
Dude,
that was your message. That was your voicemail before actual voicemail.
The funniest shit there.
It was actually voicemail.
The funniest thing you just said was answering machine. I promise you, it's some people listening right now that don't know what the hell an answering machine. Hey, you remember when you used to have to put the VCR tape up in there just to get the messages?
Oh yeah, the little tape.
Yeah, man. Hey, the funny thing is, we're really not that old. We're pretty much, my man over here, he already 40 and I'm 37 or whatever. Like, actually, my man got a birthday tomorrow, May 9th. So when you in your car or, you listening to on your mobile device or whatever you listening to at around midnight tonight, make sure you shout out my boy Fred. Say happy birthday, nigga. Because I promise you, he probably going to forget when his birthday was. He going to wake up tomorrow and be like, oh yeah, it is my birthday. I guarantee you. Mark my words. Well,
yeah, it's just never been big on celebrating birthday, but the older you get, the more you see how special each one is. So,
especially when you're a black man, don't forget that part right there. Especially when you're a black man. So, we were gonna talk about sports, but we didn't. And we just wanted to give out a little snippet of what the man hour is going to be like. See, we can come in here and talk about sports. We can come in here and talk about women. We can talk about cars. Or we can talk about hair loss. That's how this is going to be. Okay? So the number is going to be either 501-408-0088 or 773-501-5022. You can shoot us a text. You know what I mean? We probably ain't gonna do email right now until we actually get the podcast email up. And I don't know exactly what the name of it is now, so don't let me start lying to you. But I promise to go ahead and make one up. You can hit us up on our Twitter page. You can hit us up on our Instagram page when we get those pages up. But for now, that's it. For now, you just hearing a little snippet. This is the introduction. This is the man hour. My name is Cranston Murphy, and his name?
Fred Alexander.
Did you have to say it like that? Fred Alexander. Anyway.
I mean, it's kind of hard to say Fred Alexander in a cool way anyway, so, I need a nickname or something.
Okay.
Freddie B or something.
Freddie, bro, my name is Cranston Murphy. The only thing my name is good for is job applications. Motherfuckers always I always get an interview, and then when I get there, they see my... Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, Frederick. Are you okay on job applications? Are you Fred or Frederick?
I'm always Frederick.
Oh, okay, Frederick. I'm Frederick Alexander, and I'm.
But then they might see that in some situations they saw the address and they was like, okay.
Oh yeah, they saw the 60637 said fuck it, huh?
Yeah, they were like, yeah, we okay.
But see.
We know what type of Frederick this is.
But see, that's why I used to get away with a lot of shit, because I had like Schaumburg or Ingleside or some shit. Like, oh, this guy's named Cranston and he's from Schaumburg? Oh, man, it's the whitest white guy ever. And then I come in there like, yeah, how y'all doing? Oh, fuck.
Like, what?
Why are you here? Hey, this is not for janitor services.
Right.
But anyway, y'all.
We had them interview runs last week.
Y'all had interview where? Oh, you stupid, right? Oh, that's what they say. Yeah, I get you. You crazy, but you about right. But anyway, fellas, we just wanted to give y'all the first little, 10 minutes of the show, give you a little idea what we're going to be doing. And I promise you, even though we really didn't talk about shit right there, it's going to be plenty of things that we are going to talk about. And anything that you all call up here, I always tell people I got an A in BS. I got an A in bullshit. So anything you want to talk about, shit around, fuck around with, we got it. And my man Fred is the same exact way. We have many, 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 many opinions. So if you got something you want to talk about, bring it. This is the man hour. Women are, you can call in too or whatever, but do understand, this is for the men. So we'll holler.
But we definitely want to make it clear that we don't discriminate against any women.
Well, he wants to tell you that. I don't. All right, y'all. Holla.